Hello my PU2 champions, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the most awaited video, which is the passing package for PU2 Midterm Mathematics. Yes, so as I said, many of you are starting your preparation right now, or many of you just want to get that 50 marks, 60 marks because you did not plan everything properly. But that's okay. Even if you are not completely there, I'm here to assist you to get that 50 plus marks. If that is possible, still we get an average marks and it's going to be decent than getting 35, 30 odd marks, right? So after this video, if you follow what I'm gonna tell you in this session properly, I'm sure you can easily score 50 plus marks in your maths for PU2 midterm, right? So passing package. And one more thing I want to actually tell you, usually what happens, no, any of the session I'm taking, all of you keep asking me, sir, if it is let's say 70 plus mark session, any strategy session, any lecture I'm giving you, you guys keep coming back to and ask me, sir, is this enough? So my answer, yes, this session will be enough for you to get that 50 plus marks, because once I start this session, you'll get to know how important it's going to be. So now what we're going to discuss over here, we'll talk about important topics, some questions, and I'll also give you list of problems that you can solve. Okay, so let's start the session with that positive note. And before starting our session, I have a beautiful information to share with all of you. Yes, before I start this, yes, KCET online version is coming. I'm here, our team will deliver that as well. We have seen a lot of requests, we'll do that, do not worry. But as of now, we have a program for all of you. It is KCET 90 days offline crash course to counter 2 examination, KCET and COMEDK, and not only crack examination, cracking these examination with top 1000 rank. Yes, this course has been designed in such a way that you can easily score 1000 rank with this, okay? And if you're worrying, sir, I have school, I have this and that, do not worry about that. We know how a student, are engaged in different activities. So we have planned the course in such a way that you will be able to complete it properly, okay? So it's starting right now. You have to call on this number for what? To get enrolled? No, that is there. You are getting enrolled, that's pakka, that's for sure, okay? Because this is the best course with experience of 27 years at Diksha, okay? We have designed this course, okay? You'll get the best material, best content for KCET and COMEDK. So you are joining that course, that is for sure. What is the clarity that you need after calling this number? Which campus to join? Actually, we are doing Diksha, this course at various campuses of Diksha. Last year we did it, unfortunately, for only one campus and we had limited seats. So this year we have increased the number of seats and we are doing at more than 1 campuses of Diksha. Now, which is the nearest one to you? You can get to know that after calling this number. You can discuss the planner, what is the schedule, everything. When it's starting, you get to know all the information by just calling on this number. So do it right away. Make a smart choice because the time is nearby, right? You can't miss out on this as well. Okay, so make a smart decision, take the course right now and get to know which campus is the nearest to you. And for all my champions who are waiting for online version, we are coming with that. Do not worry, we are designing a course for you as well. Okay, the things are in already in motion. We'll get that for you, pakka sure. We are trying our best to do that. Okay, now let's start the session. Passing package PU2 midterm. Starting with the chapter matrices and determinant. Please check. So I start over here, matrices, major topics. Matrices, major topics. You all will agree with me. Types of matrices. They do ask that. Sir, when? Diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, all these matrices are there, right? Their definitions becomes very important. I've seen a lot of questions in your question bank as well, where they give you match the following problems. They'll give you the property, the definition of the matrix on one side, and they'll ask you match it with the unique definition with the name of the matrix, whether it is diagonal, scalar, identity matrix, like that. So types of matrices, very important. 1 marker question can come from there. Next is order. Yes, order based questions are there, remember? Number of elements question, that is there. Order for multiplication is important, so that's why orders you have to clearly understand and solve any question coming on that. Do not worry, if you have watched my sessions, I have incorporated many questions on these categories, okay? Next up, matrix multiplication. That's where it is calculative and a little bit challenging in nature, but I'm telling you, you can easily do that as well. And this property is very useful with transpose. Of course, transpose is there, right? Transpose of a matrix, that alongside with skew symmetric and symmetric matrix. That question is there, no? a matrix A is given as square matrix, A plus A dash is a symmetric matrix, A minus A dash is a skew symmetric matrix, right? So that also comes sometime in 4 marker, 5 marker. So please make sure that you have learned this concept as well, and also it can be asked in 1 marker as simple MCQ, okay? So major topics of matrices. Now, what I've done, topics are discussed. I have taken some important questions from your NCERT. Yes, questions in here I have taken from only NCERT, but not all the questions. The agenda today, I hope everything is visible, bacha. The video went, please check once. Yeah. Yeah, I think everything is all right. So I think for a second, the video was not there, but it's working fine. Okay, so now I was saying I have taken NCERT problems, but the best part of that is कि NCERT has a lot of questions. Now with the limited time that you have, you cannot solve all. Can you? Of course not. So for that, I'm going to give you the most important one, the most relevant one, so that you can easily score 50 plus marks. Now, some of you might find, sir, कि the questions are little extra that you have given. I have done that. On purpose, I have given extra questions in this session. But what is the reason for that? Reason is very simple, because sometimes no student don't select key, okay sir, I'll do these many questions from matrices, I'll do these questions from relation and function, I'll do this question from integrals. It doesn't work like that. Let's say somebody doesn't want to solve any question in integrals. Then they should not pass, they should also pass. What they can do, they can focus on other chapters. So I've given extra amount of questions to complete that chapter. If you do, basically if you follow all chapters, all questions, you'll end up with more than 65 score, okay? But if somebody is missing out on some chapters, you can easily score 50 plus with the content given to you. Getting my point? So I've given extra problems. Usually passing package, no, people will give you 5-6 problems of similar kind. You solve that, you'll get that in the examination. But I've not done that. I know that you guys don't study like this. You don't study if I'll do most important question from here 5 and like this. No. What you do is, okay sir, I am comfortable in matrices, I'll learn matrices. I don't know integrals, I'll leave integrals. That's how you guys work. That's why my way is कि I've given you, every chapter has enough number of questions. You have to pick which one you want to solve. Okay, I'll show you the list of questions, don't worry about it. Right now, let's get back to this particular problem. Example 4 from your NCERT, comparison based question. Okay, they are both 3 cross 3 matrix. You are supposed to find the value of the missing variables. So you're going to compare x plus 3 with 0, you'll get x value as minus 3. Yeah, please check x value is minus 3. Compare z plus 4 with 6, you get z value as 2. Z value is 2. Compare 2y minus 7 with 3y minus 2, you get what? Any other place to compare? No, you have to compare it like this only. So you have to solve this, you'll get y value as minus 5. Solve it, okay? This can go over there, it will become 3y minus 2y. Minus 2 will come over here, minus 7 plus 2 is minus 5. Here is your answer. Same goes with ABC. Value of A is minus 2, minus 7, and B is minus 7, and C is minus 1. Simple question, but MCQ can come on this problem, okay? That's why I've taken this. Next is, this is a PYQ actually. This is a PYQ. So you got to solve this problem for sure. What is it? A and B matrix are given, 3 cross 3. Matrix C is what? 3 cross 1 matrix, okay? You're supposed to find AC, BC, A plus B times of C. You can find AC, right? Product of matrices, how do you do that? So yeah, multiply this, 0 into 2 is 0, 6 into minus 2 is minus 12, 7 3 is 21, that's the number here. When you add it, you get 9. So first row, the column, you get first element. Second row over here, the column gives you the second element. Third row over here, and the column gives you the third element. 7 into 2 is 14, minus 8 into minus 2 is 16, 0 into 3 is 0. Answer is 9, 12 and 30. Same way you find BC as well. You add them, you get AC plus BC. You end up proving A plus B times C is AC plus BC. How do you find A plus B times C? Add A plus B from here, 0 plus 0, 6 plus 1 like that, and multiply that with same way row to column. Okay, clear? Important question. Please have a look. 21. Example 21 from matrices again. Matrix A is given, B is given. Verifying whether AB dash is equal to B dash A dash. What is this? That's your property. That's the property of transpose, okay, over multiplication. So you're going to do multiplication, get the result, you'll get them actually equal, LHS and RHS. Please try simple multiplication, right? AB means this element with this, row with column, first element, row with column, second element, minus 2 minus 6 is third element, 12. Same way, second row with column, minus 4 with 1 is 4, 4 with 3 is 12, and 4 with minus 6 is minus 24. Third row, 5 with 1 is 5, 5 3 is 15 and 5 minus 6 is minus 30. You're getting what here? You're getting here 3 cross 3 matrix. What is this? This is 3 cross 1 and this is 1 cross 3. Result is 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay. Same way you find A dash B dash, multiply again, you'll get the same answer. Please cross check. Okay. You'll get the RHS. Done. Okay. So 21 is over. Now, as I said, list of questions. So from this chapter, you need to solve these solved examples 4, 9, 10, 14, 17, 21, 22. And in the exercise, you have these questions 5, 1, 3.2 is 4, 6, 11, 12. So these questions has to be solved from your side. Exercise 3.3, I have taken 3 questions over here. If you solve these questions and what I explained you right now, basically your matrices chapter is over. Done. That's how you complete matrices passing package. This is how you're going to pass. So how can I solve this question, sir? I explained you basics right now in with concept with the help of those questions, and these problems NCERT are there. If you want solution, you can easily get it online, right? You know that, no? You can check it out, solve it. If you do that, prepare these many, you're done. And don't worry, I've solved this kind of question in my other sessions. If you have watched my other sessions, right, I have solved. If you want, you can go ahead and watch my matrices one shot. I've covered all the concepts over there, okay? It's called as matrices rapid revision, right? So watch that video and you'll get all the concepts clear. Determinant now. In this, they are the major topics. Finding determinant, area of triangle or the collinear point, and the last is inverse of matrix. There's one more, which is properties of determinant. Properties of determinant. Over here, direct question comes. Remember this one? A equals to KB we have. Determinant of A will be equal to K power N. Determinant of B, N is order. Okay? B or A, same thing. Got it? K power N, B. For square matrix, of course, determinant doesn't exist for rectangular matrix. We know that. Now, again, some examples, please check. Finding determinant, I've used this question to understand how to find determinant. I can find across first column they have done over here. Example 4. 0 times if you take, you have to remove this row and this column. 0 into 0 and minus sign and sign over here. This is my required matrix over here. Same way, if you take the second element, it will come minus sign alpha. Okay, minus sign alpha, and you have the result over here. Sorry. Excuse me. My mistake. This is not done across this. This is done across the first row actually. Not across first row. 0 is this, and for this you'll have minus sign alpha, no, because the position is negative. This is position is positive, this position is negative, and this position is again positive. Okay, so we have a minus sign alpha from here. For that, you're going to remove this row and this column. So this row and this column, you get 0 minus sin alpha and cos alpha sin beta from here. Please check. Compare. This is your element. For the second one, this is your element. Okay. Lastly, you're going to take minus cos alpha because it's a plus sign, and you'll have what? This minus sin 0, cos and minus sin beta. Okay. These elements. These two and these two. 0 sin beta. Okay. Clear? Alright, and same if you multiply 0 into 0 is 0, this is going to be minus sin square. With the subtraction it will become plus sin square. Okay, so answer will be sin square. This is everything is 0 because it's 0 outside. Okay, we are going to start from here. This will be 0 again, this will be 0 again. Sin beta cos alpha with a minus sin alpha. So minus sin alpha sin beta cos alpha. Okay, there's a subtraction. Okay, so that's why it becomes positive sign. Please cross check. The whole answer is coming as 0. Next, basically that was to how find determinant value. Next up, example 7, find the equation of the line joining A, B using determinants. There are 2 points, A here, B here. You're looking for equation using these 2 points. So you'll assume a point P, let's say, with X and Y, and if this point P lies on the line AB, then area of triangle APB, APB has to be what? Has to be 0. Triangle APB has to be 0. And how do you find area of triangle APB? Half of determinant of this has to be 0. Determinant how you find? Like this. 0, 0, 1. 0, 0 is the first point. Second is 1, 3, 1. And the last point is going to be XY. XY 1. You solve it, you get the answer. Now they're saying find K if D, K equal to 0 is a point such that area of triangle ABD is 3 square unit. Now they're saying what? They're saying that this point lies over there. So you have to do it again. with the coordinate k0. First time you did it with the coordinate x and y to get this equation, okay? To get this equation. Now this time you have to do again one more time determinant, same thing with k0 to get the value of k as minus plus 2. Value of k as minus plus 2. Done. Simple. One question on the determinant, one question on the area of triangle. Next up we have that inverse wala question. How define inverse in that? So very simple. Finding adjoint of, please learn this, adjoint of 2 cross 2 and adjoint of 3 cross 3. I have taught you both tricks I have taught you how to do that. Watch my rapid revision video. Please watch my rapid revision video. Finding adjoint, once you find the adjoint over here, okay, this is the long method, but you can use the trick part, and once you do that, once you find adjoint, you can find inverse like this. Adjoint by determinant of A. This is just to verify this property over here basically. Got it? Adjoint A, you multiply with A, you get determinant of A times of identity matrix. This is a property of determinant. As I said, properties are very, very important. Okay? Directly they can ask this. Again, NCERT questions are here. Examples 4, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 18 and exercise questions are listed over here. Please take a screenshot, or better, download the class notes and solve these problems without fail. Okay? If you do that, easily you're going to pass. Easily. Again, you can see I have not given you all questions. I have given you mostly 30 to 40% of the problems. Not even 40, 30% of the problem I have given you. From every chapter, I have given only 30% of the problem, 30 to 40%. Let's say 40%, okay? Just to be safe side. And if you solve these many questions, pakka say you will pass. Pass very easily. And not just 40 marks, 35 marks passing, 50 plus you will get, okay? Please solve these problems. Okay, now is C and D. Please check again the topics. We have definition question coming on C and D, right? If the given function is continuous, find the missing value. That is there. It's a PYQ as well, or they can ask you whether to prove whether it is continuous or not. Same goes with the case of differentiability, right? How do you find that? Find LHD, RHD, prove they are equal or not. How do you find LHD, RHD? By differentiating the function. You find it function for x more than a and x less than a, and whatever the function is given over here, you're gonna do what? Differentiate that, right? Same thing you're gonna do. Find f dash of x for x more than equal to a and x less than equal to a. You get derivative over here and check whether they are equal at the point a or not. Okay, this is going to be your LHD, this is going to be your RHD. Algebra of continuity is also there. Okay, f plus g function, f minus g function, f into g function and f by g function. Okay, algebra of continuity. Please check. Question like this can come on that. Sin x plus cos x, like that. Continuous or not. Have a look. Rules, quotient rule, product rule and chain rule. Important to solve any question that is coming in the examination. If you don't know this part, then you cannot solve any question. You have to know product rule, quotient rule and chain rule to solve any question in derivatives. Formula for all the functions is equally important. Now some solved examples over here. Example question on continuity and differentiability. Sorry, only on the continuity. This is continuity, sorry. Continuity. Example number 11. You're supposed to prove whether it is continuous or not. Think about it. Right hand limit. Right hand limit value is minus 1. Left hand limit value is plus 1. For this function, right hand limit value is minus 1. Left hand limit value is plus 1. Are they equal? No. Hence it is discontinuous at the point 1. So at the point 1, check here. This is going to be, sorry, this is going to be 3. This is my LHL. This is my LHL. And this is my RHL. RHL is minus 1. LHL is plus 3. So LHL is not equal to RHL. What happens over here? Limit does not exist means not continuous. Not continuous at the point x equals to 1. Okay, got it? Alright, let's move on then. Next up, example 13. Similar question. About this problem, it's continuous. Over here it's a straight line, always continuous. Here also it's a curve, parabolic curve. Always continuous. At the point 0, also continuous. No break in the graph. Check here. Your limit value for this, your RHL is what? Your RHL is 0. Put here 0, you'll get x as 0. Your LHL is what? Again 0. Function value at 0 is what? Again 0. Check here, f of 0 you'll put here, no, equality is here. Equality is here, you're gonna put, you'll get 0 only. So basically, your limit is equal to f0 it means fx is continuous. Fx is continuous. Alright, if fx is continuous means what? It means, of course, will it be differentiable? Not necessarily, because there is a sharp edge over here. There is a sharp corner, sharp edge. So basically it is non-differentiable. They have not asked us that, but still I am telling you, whenever you can see a sharp corner, it's non-differentiable. Okay? If you want, you can differentiate this. Check this out. F dash of x, you'll get this as 1 and you'll get this as 2x. Okay? This is for x more than 0 and this is for x less than 0. So your LHD is coming as 2 into 0. So 0. Your left hand derivative is coming as 2 into 0, which is 0. Check here, put x as 0. Your right hand derivative is coming as 1. Are they equal? They are not equal. LHD is not equal to RHD. What happens over here? It means non-differentiable. So graphical approach is this. Graphical approach is that. This is the algebraic approach. Question number 13 is done. 23 now. This is on implicit function. So basically I have taken the example which is of different categories, okay? Implicit functions. So where the y function is not written clearly. So you have to differentiate it and separate the dy by dx value like this. How to do it you all know, right? Derivative of y is dy by dx. Sin y is going to be what? Cos y dy by dx. Sin y derivative is cos y, then differentiate y also with chain rule. So dy by dx, cos x derivative is minus sin x. Take dy by dx common and get the answer as minus sin x upon 1 plus cos y. Okay. Now this problem, this is having a sub questions of 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple, no? Derivative of e power minus x is going to be what? E power minus x as it is. And derivative of minus x, minus 1. What about this sin log x? Sin will become what? Cos log x. And derivative of log x will be 1 by x. So chain rule, same thing. Apply here please. Cos inverse will be what? Minus 1 upon root of 1 minus e power x square. So e power 2x basically. And e power x, my answer is e power x 1 minus e power 2x. Please check. Correct, na? Derivative of cos inverse is minus 1 upon whatever is same for sin inverse, right? So e power minus 1, e power x square. X square becomes 2x. Power rule, power gets multiplied. Power rule will become a power fg. A power fg, power rule. So e power 2x, that's your answer. Same we can solve e power cos x also. It will become e power cos x minus sin x. Solve it please. It will become e power cos x minus sin x. That's your answer. Got it? So again, example 26 is done. So basically I'm trying to tell you that different type of functions, they all derivatives you should know. Formula should be there in your mind directly. You cannot wait for the formula to come. Revise every day. I've given you a strategy. Follow that and revise all the formulas so that you can do the questions as fast as I can do or better than me. Okay? Not worse than me. Either better or equal. That's your goal. 27th. Example 27. What is this? So there is a product. There is a power. Correct, na? These two are having product. This is having a power. This is having a ratio. Simply apply log on both sides. Apply log on both sides and see this. This will become addition. These two will become addition. The power will come in front. 1 by 2 is the power. Root means what? Root means power is 1 by 2. Power root 1 by 2 comes in front. This is in addition and this log will become subtraction. Apply derivative now for logarithms. It will become 1 by y dy by dx. It will become 1 by 2. Derivative of this is going to be 1 by x minus 3. 1 by x square plus 4 into 2x, because derivative of x square will also be there, na? So 2x. Here we had only x. That's why 1. We didn't do that. Over here, you have to do 3x square plus 4x derivative as well. It will become 6x plus 4. 6x plus 4 in the numerator. Simplify and get the answer, okay? That's your answer. Take this y back to this. That's why you're getting the same result from there, because this y comes back over here. Easy? Okay. 29th example, again, this power, okay, x power sin x is there. Take log on both sides and solve it. I've solved this question many times. You have watched my session in FC and D, you'll know that. Even in Sankalp, I've solved this question. It's a PYQ actually. Okay, please go ahead, apply log on both sides and differentiate, and finally find the dy by dx as subject. Okay. This one, why this? Because questions like this can come for 5 marks. Very, very important. Okay, can be asked for 5 marks, very important. So they can give you exponential function, a trigonometric function over here, and ask you for a equation in the terms of second derivative. They can also say this as y2 minus 5y1 plus 6y equal to 0. They mean the same thing. y2 is second derivative, y1 is first derivative, and so on. Okay. Differentiate this once, you get this result. Differentiate again, you'll get this result, and then use it. Use in the equation. I've used this LHS. Okay. This is my LHS. Please check. So if I use this, I'll get this as a result coming out as 0. It means equal to RHS. Please complete, guys. I'm telling you how to do it. Now this is basically me asking you back. Usually I give, you guys take, you guys receive, but this is demand. I am asking you to do it because now you have to test yourself. Okay, very less amount of time is left. You have to solve some questions. That's why this session very important. Your question, is this enough? Yes it is, but solve it first. Let's move on. Now list of questions, NCERT examples I've given over here. So see, the total 30 questions. How many I've given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out of 30, less than 50% I've given. If you solve these many, this is less than 30% actually. Yeah, no, more than 30% actually. So if you solve these many out of 30, then of course your all component of this will be covered. All different topics will be covered. And if you solve these also, then you are powered through to solve any question in your CND. 5.1 question list is given here. 5.2 here as well. 5.3 here. Download the class notes. I'll share it in the drive. You have the access, right? If not, join the WhatsApp channel. Drive access is given over there. Don't say it's not given, because I have seen it's given. Every video we keep uploading, all PDFs are here. So from there you get the drive access and download all the class notes. Okay? Here 5.4, 5.5, 5.6c, I've given only 2 questions over here. But if you solve these 2, your whole exercise is complete. Alright? So please solve these problems. 5.4, 5.5, 5.6 also was there, right? 5.7 is also there. So 3 questions in 5.7. Next up we have AOD. Good chapter, little challenging. Concepts are what? Major concepts. Rate of change in volume is there. Or we can also have a marginal cost wala question, right? Marginal cost. Marginal cost. That also is there. Or area of rectangle wala question is also there. Area of rectangle, that question is also there. Please cross check, solve some problems in that. Do not worry, I have given all the categories in the question list. Okay. First derivative test for increasing decreasing function. For increasing decreasing function, do not use anything else than the first derivative test. For even for intervals also. There's a question of where you find intervals. So there's a problem on intervals. Please for that also solve some problems. Next up we have second derivative test for maxima minima. Don't have to use first derivative test in this case. You simply directly use second derivative test to get the result quickly and accurately. Next up, some problems. Okay. Now this question is on, I think, yeah, the rectangle question. This is the rectangle's perimeter. Find a derivative of perimeter, right? And you get this as the result because they have given us some values. They have given rate of change in x, the length, and rate of change in width, the y. Okay. This is length is decreasing and width is increasing. Length is -3 and width is +2, means width is increasing. When you put the value, you get the perimeter is decreasing in nature. Okay. And if you see the area, we have to use what? This is what over here? Product rule. This is product and chain together. I think chain we will also use, right? I don't think so chain, but I think product rule we will use over here. Not chain. We will use product rule over here. Okay. So you solve that. You put the values of dx by dt, dy by dt from here. And they have also given you x and y values. X is 10 and y is 6. Put that, you'll get the area as 2 centimeters square per minute. Increasing area. Area is increasing, but perimeter is decreasing. Cross check. Fourth one done. Example 9. Prove that the function given by fx equals to cos x is increasing, decreasing. Decreasing, please check. Derivative of cos x is what? Minus sin x. Or forget about all of this. I'll show you the graph. This is the approach actually. If you see here, no, sin x is positive in 0 to pi, is more than 0 in 0 to pi, excuse me, is more than 0 in 0 to pi. Okay, it means derivative will be negative. It means derivative will be negative. Correct now? Check. Sin x 0, pi, 2 pi. This is positive, right? This is sin x graph. This is positive. Sin x is positive from 0 to pi. It means minus sin x will be negative. That's why derivative is negative. It means decreasing. Increasing in pi to 2 pi, because here it is negative. Okay? Negative means sin x is negative. Sin x is negative. From where to where? Pi to 2 pi. It means derivative will be positive. Hence, increasing. And in this domain 0 to 2 pi, we have both. From here to here, we have plus and minus both. That's why we can't say either increasing or decreasing, because both trend is there. Okay? If you want, you can see from the graph of cos x also. The graph of cos x goes like this. Check. This is 0. And this is pi. This is 2 pi. From here to here, the graph of cos x is coming down. From here to here, the graph is going up. But you have to use this approach. This is the correct method. Correct method. But for MCQs, no? For MCQs, you can use this method. But for subjective question, you have to use this approach only. Example 11. For a question given like this, you are supposed to find what? Your intervals. Let's do that. Function is given, we differentiated it. Derivative is coming like this, and we have two factors here. X equals to either 3 or minus 2. Number line, negative infinity, minus 2, 3 and plus infinity. This is the interval. Correct? Now check the coefficient of x, plus and plus. Start from plus sign, minus sign and plus sign. Alternative. Plus, minus, plus. You want increasing, right? Plus means more than 0. These two are increasing and this is decreasing in nature. So for option A, the increasing domain is what? This. Union 3 to infinity. And your decreasing domain for option B, decreasing domain is what? From here to here. So minus 2 to 3. Decreasing in the interval minus 2 to 3, minus sign you can check over here, and plus sign is this interval. How do you find this plus minus? Check the coefficient of x in the factors, always positive. Start with plus over here. Alternate change because powers of the factors is always 1. If you have powers of the factor as odd, there will be a sign change across all the points. If not, then you have to, wherever it is even, you have to keep the sign same. Have a look. Example 11 is done. Good question for the interval kind. Next one. This is for second derivative test, right? Yeah. Looking for maxima minima. So first you differentiate this and you find the critical points. So we are getting 0, 1 and minus 2. 0, 1 and minus 2. Next you find second derivative. You get over here this value. Now find the value of the second derivative at the critical points 0, 1 and minus 2. When you do that, at 0 it is coming as minus 24. At 1 it is coming as 36. At minus 2 is coming as 72. It means at the point 1 and minus 2, the derivative, second derivative is positive. So these two are local maxima. Sorry, local minima, my bad. Okay, whenever the derivative, second derivative is positive at the critical point, local minima, negative means local maxima. So your point of maxima is only 0 and point of minima is 1 and minus 2. Please check, guys. Now which is the minimum, which is the global minimum? We have to check, we have to see the boundary for that, but we can't do that over here. Okay, so local maxima is at 0 and local minima, 0 is a point of local maxima and local minima is 2 points. It is going to be 1 and minus 2. Please check. List of examples 10, 12, 27, 24, 25 and we have exercise list as 15, 9, 5. Please go ahead and read this out, write it down, take a screenshot or download the class notes. Very important. Okay, very, very important. Now we are moving to the easy chapters. Relation and function. Again, major topics are equivalence relation and bijective functions. Right? Those two topics are there. Revise these. Very simple. I've taught you so many times. Watch my rapid revision. Don't have to cover NCERT. I have done all of that. So watch my rapid revision for that. Example 4 is on your bijective function. No, this is on equivalence relation. Please check. So relation R in the set given on this, given by 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So it is reflexive, correct? Because we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as the set. So 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3 is there, means reflexive is there. It's not symmetric because we don't have 1, 1, 2. So we should have 2, 1 also. 2, 1 is missing and we have 3, 2 also missing. These two are not there. 2, 1 and 3, 2 are not there. It means it's not symmetric. Not symmetric. What about transitive? If we have 1, 2 and 2, 3 then I should have 1, 3 also, right? 1, 2, 2, 3 means 1, 3 should also be there. It means not transitive and not symmetric, only reflexive. Only reflexive. So not an equivalence relation, but understanding is the same. Okay, got it? If it is all 3 true means reflexive. If not true means not reflexive, of course. Sorry, if all 3 true means equivalence. If not true means not equivalence. Okay. Example 11. On the function for onto 1, 1 onto function. Given this is the function fx equals to x square, we are looking for 1, 1 onto. We have to prove they are neither of them. Do it. If I write here x1 square equals to x2 square, what I get? I get x1 equals to plus minus x2. It means they are not unique in nature. They are not unique in nature. For one x1, we have 2 values of x2. Not possible, okay? So not 1, 1. What about onto? Think about onto. You put here any value of x. Answer is always square of that. So positive. But your codomain here is all real numbers. Codomain is all real number and range is only positive real number or 0. In the range, you can never get a negative value. You can never have the output of this as negative. Can you get minus 5 over here? Can you get minus 6 over here? No. But is there a minus 5, minus 6 over here? Yes. It means some of the elements in the codomain is left out. Hence not onto. Getting my point? Your codomain is all real. Your range is only positive and 0. Hence not onto. Okay. Please check, guys. I have taught you these questions. Watch my rapid revision video. Watch my 1 marker, 2 marker questions. You will get that. List of questions here. Less only. Examples I have given 4. Exercise 1, 3 questions. Exercise 2, 4 questions. Solve it. Very important. Please solve it. Because questions are coming, then why to lose marks in the simple topics. Next is ITF. Important topics over here will be properties of inverse of the function. Properties of inverse of the function. Graphs of SCT. What is SCT? Sine, cos and tan inverse. Graphs of sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse is very important. And domain and range of all the 6 ITF. Okay. So please do this major topics of the chapter. And negative angles inverse is again very important. For sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse especially. But other 3 also you can remember. Where you can find that? NCERT summary page. Okay. Chaliye. I have given you the list of the domain and range over here. Some solved examples. I have taught you all of this. Remember, cot inverse is given, cot inverse of minus 1 by root 3 they are asking. We assume this as cot y equals to minus 1 by root 3 and then we proceed with the question. Okay. Go ahead. Learn it. The principal value branch will be this. Same way I have done this problem as well. So please solve these questions. Very important. Example number 2, 6. Simple problems are there. Solve it. Okay. NCERT, if you check over here, what we have, question 2, question 4 for examples, and from each exercise I have given 2 questions over here and 6 questions in the exercise number 2.2. Practice is many. Enough for the chapter ITF. Next up. Yes. So actually for most of the schools, most of the colleges, that's the end of the syllabus except for LPP. But some of the schools also have integrals in it. Okay. That's why I've taken these questions as well over here. Important topics would be formula, all functions, integral by parts. Okay. Of course, you should know all the integral formulas. Okay. Different functions are there. So for all functions, you should know the formulas, ITF, trigonometric function, logarithmic function, whatever it is there. You remember all the formulas. By particular function, by parts rule is there. So by part rule, this. Okay. Then we have properties of definite integral. There are total of 7 properties given in your NCERT. Please remember all the 7 properties of definite integral. I think there's 7 or 9. Please check. Okay. MOI, method of integration. You have substitution method. Very important, bacha. Because most of the questions, whether it is derivatives or whether it is integrals, especially definite or indefinite, is solved using the method of substitution. Basically, your 70% of the question in integration will be solved using this method. If not 70, 60 is the pakka for sure. Okay. So let me write it. 60 to 70% of the question in integration will be solved using the method of substitution. Please check some examples over here as well. First question on the same thing. We have sin x upon sin of x plus a. What do you do in this case? Substitute this x plus a as t. When you do that, this becomes sin t. Derivative of this will become what? Please check. If you have x plus a as t, derivative will become dx equals to dt. Substitute back, you get the answer. Separate this with the formula sin a minus b, sin a cos b, cos a sin b. Okay, and separate this, sin t will cancel. Here you'll have minus cot t. Okay, sin a is a constant. Integrate. No, dt will be t and cot t will be what? You have to apply log sin t for that. Cot t integration is log sin t. You have to know all the formulas, very important, okay? So this is it, that's the end of the answer. Sin t, put back the value of t over here, t is nothing but x plus a, so sin of x plus a, okay? That's the end of the answer. Next up, same way, sin x cos y is there, you want to integrate this, you can write this as this formula, half of, this is basically that formula, sin a cos b, okay? 2 sin a cos b is sin of a plus b minus, plus sin of a minus b, that one. So if you use that, you'll have this as a result. Sin 2x cos 3x becomes sum of the angles, so 5x, difference of the angle is minus x, the minus comes outside. Okay? Please go through these questions, very, very important. And next steps are very simple. Okay? So basically, I'm not going to teach you everything over here, but I'm telling you what all are important over here. Some questions I can explain it to you, and if you have doubt, you can ask me. I'll come back and do something for you. Don't worry. Okay? I'll do some session or some classes I'll take. No problem there. But right now, I'm giving you homework. You have to follow that. Next up. Example number 8, again, this is x square minus 16, okay, this is a straightforward formula, particular function, x square minus a square log of x minus 4 upon x plus 4 by 1 by 2a. What is this? The formula is 1 by 2a log of x minus a upon x plus a. If you have here ulta, 4 minus x square, it will become 1 by 2a log of a plus x upon a minus x. Please check. Okay, the formulas you have to remember, bacha. You cannot forget the formulas. All formulas, please remember. That is a must. Okay. Next up, this question, same approach. You have to make perfect square over here. Taking this minus sign common, you can make this as x minus 1 the whole square. This is making perfect square. Okay. If you want, I can tell you this. We have 2x minus x square. No, take minus sign common. You get x square minus 2x. It will become x square minus 2 times of x, and you add 1 here. You want this 1 as b, so you have to add 1 square. You want that, you have to add something extra, so remove that extra from here. Check this out, this will become x minus 1 the whole square. This will become x minus 1 the whole square minus 1. Outside we have minus. What do you get over here? This minus will become plus, right? So plus 1, and you'll have, 1 minus x, right? Yeah. You'll have 1 minus x minus 1 the whole square. This is in the root, this is in the root, and next is the formula for sin inverse. Sin inverse x minus 1 by 1. It is formula is sin inverse of x minus 1 by a actually. A in this case is 1. Please check. Okay. Formulas. Basically the formula you have to remember. Please check. Moving on. Again here, this is again you have to make the perfect square, same result. This is the different type of formula, x square plus a square. But do that. Next up, dx upon x plus 1, x plus 2, okay, this is a partial fraction question. You separate it like a upon x plus 1, 1 factor, 2 factors. There are different forms given to you, NCERT, please go ahead and check. When you have quadratic, you factorize it. When you can't factorize it, that also is there. So please check all the forms and revise the forms, okay, very important. But again, that is not as required if you want to just pass the examination. That is there for something if you want to top it, but this is a bare minimum. This is bare minimum. If you want to do more, you'll get, of course, higher marks, right? But this is just for passing package. You don't have to worry about that, a difficult part of partial fractions, okay? But this is, again, simple one. Next up, 17. This is by parts, x cos x. You know the preference order, right? Islet. So you have algebra preference over trigonometry. X is algebra, cos x is trigonometry. Algebra has a preference, means we'll keep x as the first function, integrate the second function minus first function derivative, second function integration, and continue like this and get the result as x sin x plus cos x plus c. Okay, got it? Okay, same thing over here. In this we have to, this is a property of different integral. You have to break this intervals, okay, minus 1 to, so to check whether it is positive or negative. So we have broken it from minus 1 to 0 first, then we have gone from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, 0 to 1, 1 to 2. How do you find that? Critical values. Function is given over here, no? X cube minus x. Take x common, you get x square minus 1. Okay, right? So from here you get x value as 0, you get x value as plus minus 1 and 2. Why we are getting 2 also? Because they have mentioned here the interval 1 to 2, right? No, they have not mentioned. Have they mentioned 2? Yeah, they have given here, no? Upper limit is 2. Upper limit is 2, right? That's why we have taken that also there. They have mentioned upper limit as 2. So that's why we have to find the critical point. The critical points are 0, minus 1 and 1, and we have the upper boundary as 2. That's why we have broken it like this. Please check. From minus 1 to 0, 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, the modulus will open with the different signs. So over here you have, please check, you have here plus sign, here it is minus, here again it is plus. Getting it? So please go ahead, learn it. How do you find that? Putting the value, if you put any value between 0 and minus 1, right? Minus 1 and 0, let's say you put minus 0.5, it will become minus 0.5 cube minus 0.5, okay? So like that. Please try. 31. Sine power 5 cos power 4, okay? Again, formula based approach. Okay, this is the property based approach. Okay, if they are, this is even, this is odd. So combination will be odd. Cos power 4 is even function, sine power 5 is odd function. Combination is odd, hence answer is 0. If you are integrating minus a to a, odd function, answer is 0. Sine power 5 is odd and cos power 4 is even. Okay, so this is done. Next, list of questions from NCERT. Have a look. 2, 5, 9, 10. These are solved examples. You have to do these, and then 7.1 onwards. Again, there's so many questions in that. I've given you only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 13. Only 30 questions I've given you. Rest you don't have to solve the rest ones. Only these you have to solve. Follow these questions. I'm telling you, don't have to solve anything else from the NCERT. Just these questions I've given you. Okay. 7.1. These here. 7.2, 7.3. We have more. Question list is given over here. Please go through, bacha. Please go through and solve these problems. Download the class notes. Download the class notes. If not, you've taken a screenshot, right? So do not worry. I'm here for you. You need something from me, do that. I understand I've not taught you over here, but don't be disappointed if you're watching this for the first time and you're feeling, sir, you did not teach anything. I did explain you some things, but if you want to learn that concept, in a more detailed fashion, no problem. I've done lives. Go ahead, watch my lives. Okay, sir, I want to have a more structured way. It's okay. Chapter wise sessions I've done, right? Rapid revision I've done. I've done your 1 marker, 2 marker, 3 marker, 5 marker. So please go ahead and watch that video. It'll be very, very helpful. And in this session, passing package, that is enough. That is enough from my side. Again, this is an ask. Usually I come here and deliver. I give you a requirement, but today I am asking you something. Keep faith in me and solve these problems. You'll easily get 50 plus marks in your midterms. If these chapters are in your syllabus, okay? If I missed something, let me know in the comment section. I'll get back to you. I'll have that conversation with you. But as of now, this is it. I'll get back to you again very soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.